I am Chosen Architect, and this is FTB Skies 2. Okay, hold on a second. I'm getting pretty excited. We are at a point in this pack where we can now explore pretty freely. After last episode where we got all of our power set up and we now have player charging, I feel so much more free. And it's actually been quite a while since we've gone exploring. Last time I tried, I got a little bit scared. I was afraid I was going to potentially die. And it wasn't the dying part that scared me. It was the needing to go all the way back to that location that worried me. That right there just takes so much time. And I would have had to regrow a new gas, which could have taken up to 30 minutes or so. It's a lot of time. And I think now we might die a little less. Well, after we get a little bit more armored up. And that's because today we are going to be jumping into the Ars Nouveau mod and doing a whole lot more exploring. And I hope you guys are ready for that. Now, before we get all of that started, I do want to show you that I have figured out the layout for up top here. So there's going to be a nice path and a bunch of space to sort of work on things up here. And then in the center, I'm going to use some more of the fencing. So we'll add some fencing around the outside, but inside here, I am going to continue to take this, but it's going to end up being walled up at the top, considering this is about as high as this setup can go. So I want to put more of the gears inside of all 4 of the corners. So I need to figure out, like, what is the best gears to have running? Like, I know there's probably uranium and other things. So if you've played through this pack and you're maybe a bit further than I am, maybe you can give me some tips on what you think would be a good gear to have, like, running in bulk. Because, I mean, these would be good places for bulk gears. I mean, yeah, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I'll definitely shout you out if I end up using one of your setups. So yeah, be sure to let me know. Okay, so now we need to get a bit more armored up, and there's a few mods that can help us get a lot stronger, a lot quicker. One of them is Mystical Agriculture. I think we can go for a full Supremium set. I have been farming up all of the prosperity shards, so I'm thinking at this point, we could probably get at least a basic setup going for the Supremium armor. Now, yes, I know the Supremium armor, like, we could have gotten a flight module, but I needed power last episode. So, like, there's a reason why I'm still going to probably stick with the jetpack. And one of those as well, probably because the flight module, I mean, yeah, it uses 4 nether stars, and I just haven't had time to farm the wither skeleton skulls up anymore. And yeah, making these nether stars, it's a whole process. But it's something we can work on in the future, especially since, I mean, these are replicatable, which we haven't even talked about that mod. And this mod pack is just so much different than a lot of other things where you instantly have access basically to the end. And with us not being able to go to the end, it kind of limits some things like phantoms and also being able to make like potions of flying or anything like that that we can kind of, you know, exploit. But yeah, so I think the jetpack, especially the emerald one, which I did upgrade to the emerald, this one is really, really good. Like, it's basically creative flight. Honestly, it's faster than creative flight. As you can see, I can just kind of hover and hold shift and all that stuff. But now Mystical Agriculture, that's really easy, really boring. All we have to do is just some crafting of our essence. And I have a ton of Supremium already at this point because I've been taking all of our Inferium essence and compressing it down and doing that whole process. By hand, mind you. Honestly, it doesn't take all that much time, so I've just been doing it by hand. But now there are other things that we could use, and you might have already been spoiled by seeing this source gem over here, which is a new texture for me, that is. And this source gem actually offers and unlocks some very interesting things and combat abilities that we can use for having access to the Ars Nouveau mod. Now, just from our looting alone, we've already dived quite a bit into Ars Nouveau. You can see all of the stuff right here, but we could get another head start. Like if we just take some gold nuggets, for example, and we go over to our dirt area, delightful dirt area, which is just down here. And you see these little guys. Yeah, these little guys, these starbunkles with the packages on their back. If you feed them, they actually will pop into kind of a gift, depending on which one you get, right? This one, for example, wasn't one of the package ones, but there we go. So you see, we got a package. And these packages can offer some nice things. For example, This one just unlocked the crafting spell for us for Ars Nouveau. Kind of useful, really. I mean, I'm just going to kind of feed a whole bunch of these guys and see what we can't get. I mean, if this is just going to offer us all kinds of spells, that's super useful. I mean, let's just see from these alone. What all did we get? Okay, so we got some arrows, we got some Wilden spikes, we got some more source gems, and another codex entry. These 2 basic codex entries, these are just going to save us from needing to make glyphs. What's funny is we can just toss down some gold and we can seemingly like farm these guys. We can farm quite a lot of them. I mean, just this alone, I mean, we can get all kinds of stuff. Wilden wings, I mean, it's so quick. Even get ourselves the books? What? This book right here is literally a lightning bolt summoner. What? I could have used that. I could have used that early on. Honestly, you could still use it. I'm pretty sure this just summons lightning bolts. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. But now here's where the real fun starts to happen. We kind of want to automate this. So the imbuement chamber is something I want to get up right away. But it does look like we are limited. We've got to get our hands on the Ars saplings. And I wonder how we're going to do that. I wonder. Oh, there just so happens to be a market. Ah, very, very nice. And this makes this very, very easy. Hello, friend. Ah, yes, the classic swap-o-matic. Okay, yeah, I mean, if this is how we can buy all the saplings, which, yeah, it looks like we can, that's super easy. Okay, emeralds. We'll just grab some emeralds and then I can actually farm every single type of log. Now, yes, I know that we're dabbling a bit into Ars and I'm still unsure why Ars kind of gets some hate sometimes from like a select group because it is a fantastic magic/tech mod. And yes, it feels more tech to me than any other magic mod I've played with. I think that's primarily because of the way that this utilizes things like technology. For example, all of the spell book, like all of the spells in the spell book, you're essentially building little programs. That's exactly what it feels like. You're building like little programs that allow you to do the thing that you just made it do by putting in your spells and building it like it's a program, like I said. And then you also have the spell turrets, which allow you to automate things. Like that is, to me, technology. And then you know what they say, you know, if technology becomes so advanced, it eventually becomes indistinguishable from magic. And you know what? I think I will forever look at these guys and just think of them as basically a robot. Yeah, all of these are robots. You can't tell me otherwise. One of the primary parts of Ars Nouveau is automation as well. I mean, you're going to want to automate the production of source gems and many other things in Ars. And in this particular setup, it's quite simple. We can just use storage drawers and we need to produce more source gems, which we can just use lapis or we can use amethyst. I do have amethyst essence, but I think in this case, lapis is going to be one of the best ways we can do this. And it's super simple. We place down the imbuement chamber and then we just use drawers to push the items in. And then thankfully, functional storage drawers does have a really easy way of doing this with just a pusher and a puller upgrade. Very, very simple. And I mean, the pusher upgrade just needs to push the items down. So we need to say what direction to push to, and you right click, so push to south. So anything that goes in here, it goes in the utility slot, will then get pushed in. So if I put lapis, for example, into here, it should get pushed into the imbuement chamber. If I did that correctly, this is the pusher upgrade, push. No, not south. You need it to go down. There we go. And you can see it then gets pushed in. Now in the bottom, we don't want to put the puller upgrade in just yet because it will just actually pull the lapis out. So we do need to filter this. And this is where I recommend just simply after you're getting the filters in, locking them. And this is now going to be a filtered inventory, which is kind of a cheap way early game of making a filter. And then we need to pull from the upside on this one. So whenever that is finished, this is going to simply pull it in. So all we got to do is stock it up top. And then as we continue to play on, we're going to end up with a bunch of these building up down here. And yeah, it takes a little bit of time for this to build up without any sort of source nearby. You can speed this up by generating some source, but that's something we'll probably get into later. Because I really just want to go exploring, and we might find even more things as we continue on exploring today. Now with that up and running, we can dabble a little bit more into the spellbook. And first thing I want to do is actually dye it blue, light blue specifically, because you can dye just about all of the Ars Nouveau gear. This is really cool, including, by the way, all of the weapons and stuff. So you can get that done too. Now, this spellbook, I primarily want to use to generate some interesting spells, like a spell that can potentially heal us, a spell that can remove effects. That's a very, very powerful one. Like, you want to be able to clear off negative status effects. Like if we get withering, we probably want to be able to get rid of that some way. And with this spellbook, it's a great tool to be able to do that. Something you might also love, if you're a supporter of the mod, you do get a few perks. For example, I can summon Lily, and I can also summon Nook. And look at these guys, they're adorable. I mean, you can make them sit and like a Lily lays down. I like it's so cute. And I mean, I do recommend, if you have the ability to do so, support these mod devs, because without them, we wouldn't have mods in the first place. Now, the spellbook has received quite a bit of love. We have some new features, for example, spell styles. Like, we can change the way some of these look. You can see there's like a trail. We can change the particles and make them look different. There's all kinds of cool stuff we can do now. I've really got to play with this. Like the body, there's a spline, a cube. There's a lot of cool things to play with here. But as always, one of the first spells you usually make is a break spell. You can either do touch, which is going to interact with the thing you touch, self, which is going to affect you, which we're going to use for that spell that removes things, and then projectile, which is kind of like shooting an arrow, and wherever the arrow lands or touches begins to be affected by the effect, which, for example, we can just do break, you can name it, and this is usually the first spell I always make. And yeah, it exactly does what it does, and it insta breaks too, which is kind of nice for some things. There are just some things that for some reason take significantly longer to break that really shouldn't. That you should just be able to break by just simply right clicking. Now, I know I'm going to get wrapped up in this for far, far too long, but if I open this up by hitting C, by the way, I think is the default, let's play around with this style. Okay, so I have no idea. This is under projectile, which we see the projectile change. And if we change it to a cube, body style cube, and save, oh, it like the projectile then becomes a cube that gets launched out of it. So now there's this on spawn, which has the ability for us to do like a burst, and then it says particle glow, and you have all of these different like particles that you can play with. So for example, we could set it to like the firework particle and play around with the colors, like set it to rainbow. And then it like, okay, right wherever we click, it spawns in particles. This is neat. And then we have the trail. So we have a bunch of different options like line, spiral, hex, wave, zigzag. Ooh, I like the helix. I said hex, but it's helix. And then on this, we choose what two particles we want spinning around each other. Oh, this could be interesting too. Like, let's say we were doing like an earth elemental thing and we wanted it to have a leaf particle, which looks like we can also favorite particles that we enjoy. We could have like a leaf and then maybe the lava particle, because I did see lava was in here, and we can have those spin around each other, and we can technically choose a color, I guess, if we wanted to, or we can have it do no color and it'll just be the particle. Save. And now, oh boy, that is a wild looking effect. And like, you can adjust particle speed. There's all kinds of stuff you can mess with here. Even a resolve particle. Like, I like the idea of like completely wiping this whole thing, right? Starting fresh. And I don't know if this is just on this specific spell, but I mean, if it is, it looks like this may just be per particle, like per configuration. I'm not sure. Now, for example, I set everything back to default and we can see the projectile at the very end. I have a resolve and it's doing the sonic boom that the wither does, which ends up looking like that. It's kind of awesome that you can customize this. Now I want to go ahead and get the scribes table set up. And I think because we're storing everything externally, I should be able to just place the scribes table like up here, somewhere around these storages. And let's see, can I place you here? Perfect. So yeah, it does seem kind of weird doing it here, but I think it can pull directly from item vaults and also the storage controller that's nearby. And this is what's going to allow me to make the dispel spell, which should be a tier 1, but we are going to need the abjuration essence. So yeah, let's go ahead and make some of that. So to make this stuff, we are going to need some platforms. We can set that directly in front of an imbuement chamber. And these arcane platforms, by the way, we got from the regular skies that we originally found when we went exploring. So yeah, you can find those inside of the wells. There's a lot of them, and it's kind of nice because making the platforms is kind of a pain, considering you do have to wait for the source gems to build up. And so all we need to do is grab ourselves a bucket of milk, spider eye, and a sugar, place that on the pedestals, and then we can get rocking and rolling with this, so long as we have a source gem and a little bit of time. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. That's primarily because we don't really have, we don't have any source generating yet. But you know what? That's fine, because we don't really need source at the moment. However, automating source in this pack is going to probably be really easy, considering the way we can generate lava and all of that. Yeah, lava is very powerful with this mod. Now, also for making this this whole magic setup, we do get a magic skill point, and the more we use this spell book, the more we should level up our magic. And I tell you what, plus 3 Ars Nouveau spell power is very powerful, and continuing through this tree, increasing our spell power and everything, makes ours incredibly deadly. I'm not kidding. If you level that skill tree up with the harm spell, that harm spell becomes very, very, very deadly in this pack. And the reason I know this is because I played through FTB Evolution quite a bit over on my Twitch, which, by the way, follow me, twitch.tv/ChosenArchitect. And yeah, I played through that pack quite a lot. And yeah, it had the exact same leveling system right here. Very, very powerful. Now, notice this right here. So you see the experience, and we're at 132. If I use this spell, we are now 134, and I continue to use it. So it doesn't take long before you realize, oh man, I'm leveling these up, and you have like +1 spell power, plus mana, and I think there might even be mana regen in here, which you can only usually buff up by using enchants on your normal gear and also using Ars Nouveau's gear. So yeah, it takes quite a bit, but that makes it even more buffed. And I tell you what, I am definitely fighting some demons here. I want to do mystical agriculture armor, but I also want to do Ars armor because I know how powerful it can be. And both of them feel really, really good. Maybe what we'll do is, since we don't have a whole lot of the Ars stuff, we'll do the mystical first. But I still eventually probably want to move into the Ars gear, because that Ars gear, while it does seem weak at first, I mean, it can become the most powerful set of gear in the pack. Well, besides the whole quantum set, but I mean, honestly, I don't even think I'm going to go for that. So now I've stuffed away all of the required ingredients to make the dispel, and we just need to click on this, hit select, and it doesn't seem like it's pulling directly from the inventory, and it's possibly because it's not in this inventory, it's in this one over here. All right, I'll just do it by hand then. So yeah, I'm just gonna drag it out, drop it in, and back into the Ars, the conj, there we go. And this is how we can handcraft glyphs, but we might not need to do this for a while. Like after today, we might find a bunch of glyphs. Now that we have that spell, I can actually assign it to a hotkey while I'm holding this, but there is another one that I want, and that's pickup. So that way we can technically pick up things that we use the break spell on, because 2 of the most powerful spells I think getting started is the break spell, which like I said, can insta break anything. It's like a multi-tool. And then also dispel, which can remove those negative effects. And then, yeah, I mean, I expect nobody to make the same mistakes I make, because yeah, I didn't know I already had pickup. I must have gotten that from the glyph sheet. Disregard. But there we go. I mean, it is just 2 hoppers to make it. So all we have to do on this is just simply add it after break. So now whenever we use this projectile break spell, and I, for example, shoot it here, You can see my item just gets picked up right into my inventory. So convenient. Now, of course, leveling this up is a good idea. That way we get access to the next tier glyphs. And Amplify is another one that's really nice. Then we can also insta-break Obsidian. I mean, and how could I not make this? It's literally just a diamond pick. Like once you make Amplify, it opens a whole lot of stuff up. Yeah, I'm gonna make that one too. And so we'll have Amplify after the break, and we only need one, and that should be enough to break like Obsidian, for example. And then the pickup. It uses a bit more, but yeah, we'll definitely gain that back. Now, I usually put break up here, and then we'll do like a Lumos or a light spell on spell 2, and then on spell 3, we can do the spell self, and then dispel, like I mentioned, and this is like clear. And that way we'll just clear all effects, and I'm probably going to want to set these two hotkeys. And now I know there's a lot of glyphs here. It might be kind of overwhelming, but I'm just kind of showing some of the early ones that you should probably make. Like here's another one, for example, Conjure Mage Light. Now, I know I get in the habit sometimes of saying you guys should, but honestly, just play how you want to play. I do get in the habit of showing and wanting to show cool things, because I'm assuming you guys are playing along with me, but yeah, I know there are a lot of you that possibly don't. So hopefully that doesn't get too annoying. My bad. Now for the lighting spell, Projectile usually works really good. Conjure Mage Light, and then hit it with an Amplify. And then Lumo. We can do Lumos. I mean, that usually gets the job done here. And by putting Amplify on here, it will increase the light level, which is kind of nice. Now, if you do the Mage Light on yourself, it, believe it or not, gives you night vision. So yeah, it's kind of back and forth. I like to just use the light. Makes a lot of sense because we can sometimes disable mob spawners with it. And now all we got to do is we set our quick cast slots to any of these. I think Dispel is a pretty good one to have on button 5. And then I can just simply right click and always have the brake module installed on the first one. And this is really useful. If you hit V, pull up the wheel, and if we have that selected, which it looks like V is also set to another key, but I can right click to break blocks. So there we go. We have that block broken. I haven't changed spells, and I can hit F to then cast a light. And you can also change the color of this. And if you set it to like white, it almost looks invisible. And then if I want to heal, I just hit the other button. You can see I'm now clearing myself of effects. Now back on the spell for the lighting, this is where you can technically change the colors of your spells, or at least I would assume this is now where we change the color of our spells. Yeah, right here. So we have the Conjure Mage Light. We just click that and it says tick on light, and we can change it to be a wisp, brazier, or light. Oh, there's now like different lighting styles? Like, no way. Okay. Hold on a minute. Okay, that's the normal look. Did I just not hit save? I'm so confused. Okay, brazier. There's also a wisp. And I'm unsure if this is changing. Oh, is it smaller? Hey, I think I figured it out. So to be able to get to here, you select the spell you want, and then you go into the style. And then from there, you select what you want. So we have a normal light, we have a brazier I just summoned, and then a wisp. If I select this, hit save, and then shoot that. Okay, so we have a normal light, we have the brazier style, and then we have the wisp. Very interesting. This one kind of like moves throughout the block. That's kind of cool. I mean, that brazier one is wild looking. Not even joking. You can use the Mage Light to just summon in infinite particle generators. This is a Mage Light that I just changed it to summoning in a water particle, and it even makes a dripping sound. But you can change this. What? I don't think that they understand what they've created here. This is art. But like also, I mean, how big can we make this stuff? Oh boy. And yes, you can still make entirely invisible light sources this way. But to be able to do this, you essentially select a color and bring the lightness all the way down. Hit save. It looks like it's going to be black, but no, this is actually what it looks like. Yeah, completely invisible. So yeah, to be able to get rid of these, I mean, you just simply break them. That's so cool. So yeah, I mean, the potential here is quite literally limitless. Okay, I've been having way too much fun with the whole particle stuff and playing around with some of the new Ars features inside of the spellbook, but I think now it's time for us to get our armor. We got to get this all equipped. Shouldn't take me too long to get that all crafted up and get ourselves some mystical agriculture gear. And then we can go exploring. To do this, I've already set up all of the auto crafts and we just need 8 of everything. So 8 of every single one of the gemstones and ingots. And I mean, the upgrade process going all the way from iron to this, pretty straightforward. Then finally, all the way up into Supremium gear. Very powerful stuff right here. Just using netherite as an example, some base stats, 3 armor on the helmet, 3 toughness and 10 knockback resistance. And we get 5 armor and 3 toughness on the Supremium helmet here. Not really getting the knockback resistance, but I mean, we don't need it that much right now. And on top of that, it should be unbreakable, even though it does have a durability, much like all of this gear. I believe it has unbreakability strength. I mean, it does have a durability for some reason. Yeah, it's actually been a while since I've used full mystical agriculture gear as like the starting gear. It feels weird. It's been a long time. And honestly, you want to know why? Here's why. This is what it looks like. I still hate it. I hate it to this day. It looks so bland, so boring for all the work put into this. Why? Yeah, I mean, it's honestly just worth not showing. Yeah, we'll just keep it not there. It's also another reason why I really love the Ars gear. It looks really good. And I'm kind of a sucker for the cosmetics, always have been. I mean, yeah, I'm sure most of you are too. Now, one last thing before I head out and go exploring, probably setting our home. And yes, this is definitely worth doing. And you may be wondering, well, Chosen, how are you going to get back to your happy gas that you left on that island? And unfortunately, that happy gas is gone. See, there was an update that removed that happy gas mod. And instead, we got a vanilla backport, which is, you know, arguably a better mod for that. Yeah, it definitely fixed the gas. So now the gas actually functions like they're supposed to. But it did remove all of the happy gas that were in the world, including mine. But you know what? It's fine. We don't need the happy gas anymore. Rip happy gas. Because, I mean, come on, look at this. I have my base chunk loaded. We're all good to go. We have things like this to explore, and whatever this is, it's going to be hard to choose where to go first. And then whatever that is? What in the world is that? Okay, I mean, hear me out. Like, that looks like it's some Ars related stuff, but I'm drawn to this. Like I've got to check this out. I can speed myself up, by the way, to get here much quicker. What in the world are you? Task complete. Ocean? There's no way. What structure did we just happen to find? I mean, I'm looking in the Traveler's Quest and I see the Nether Fortress. We have the Sky Village, but what is this we're in? Is this actually an ocean, or is it just ocean related blocks? I kind of want to break this to see. Oh my, what is that? It's a spirit moat? Can we break a spirit moat? Oh, we can. Oh, we don't get it though. Oh. Wait, this is 100% an ocean. And what are you? Platinum Geor. Oh, this is scary. Actually, you know what? I don't think I have the ability to breathe underwater. That's another thing we can do with ours, though. It looks like there's a bunch of fish down there. Oh, man. And there's chests, though. Oh, this is going to be worth coming back to. We'll come back to this later. But, like, what are these? These are just a bunch of aluminum? What? See, this is the problem with the happy gas. It's just so slow to travel in the happy gas. I would have never seen this thing. Also, was we supposed to be able to break through this? I think this was the only block we were able to break. I don't think we can break these blocks. Like, it doesn't even show a break particle animation. These are the dungeon blocks, but okay, yeah, ours doesn't even break through it. So this has to be the only entrance. Wait, there's cataclysm blocks too. Wait, does this mean that this is where the Leviathan is housed? I can't see, but there is a platinum block there. I don't know. I just want to continue journeying. That is so cool looking. Right, let's take a look up here. Maybe it'll be less hostile. Okay, this is kind of cute, kind of quaint. Oh, there's a chest over here too. I mean, this is what I'm really after. All the loot, because I'm a loot goblin. That was not that great though. Oh, but look what I see. Mineral leaves. I think we can purchase a mineral tree though. I mean, I haven't checked, but I would assume so. Ah, yeah, it looks like it's something that gets crafted, but I mean, we could probably ore excavate this and get ourselves some. That was a lot easier. What do we got in here? Ethereal glass. Oh. Oh. Why'd you do that? Oh, I keep falling into it. There is a witch trial spawner. Oh, ooh. Okay. Get out of here. And then we have to break these to be able to progress on. I'll break those. Let's see what we got. Oh, a witch did spawn. Ah, this is what I want. I want the codex. Oh, whoa. There's draconic shelves in here? Wait, we can't break them? Oh, that's sneaky right there. That's so dirty they did that. Is this also? Oh, wait, no, that's actually a furnace. Ah, but underneath here, there was a hidden chest. Oh, nice. And we get the Fargo's talisman stuff and some scrap. But you know what? I'm on to bigger and better things. I mean, out of the loot we got from there, this isn't too bad right here, especially the Fargo's. This energy is super worth. You can use it to make different talismans. And if you haven't seen the Fargo's talisman mod, you may be like, oh, wow, that looks a lot like Fargo's from Terraria. And that's because, yeah, it's literally that, which is also a powerful Terraria mod. And this is a very powerful Minecraft mod. What are you? Wait. Oh. Oh boy. Oh. Wait. Yes. This is Ars mobs. Hold up a moment. So wait, if we get through these trial spawners, do we get rewards? This is pretty nice. Oh, we do get some rewards. Oh, we got a trial spawner key. Oh, that's not bad at all. Is this just all of the mobs? Yeah, there's the wolf. Now with the lower level done, what are you? You're just an empty trial spawner. Okay. I'll continue my way up here. What do we got going for us? I did see there was... Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Lots and lots of you guys. I guarantee I have a whole inventory of totems of undying. Oh my gosh. I've got to get all of these guys cleared out of here. I am glad they left me a feast, though. I mean, they look like they were just about to partake in a dinner. That looks delicious right there. Look what's on the table. What? They were about to have some shepherd's pie? And some roast chicken? Ooh, glazed ham. That sounds like Thanksgiving right there. I mean, this trial spawner shows that it's still active. Oh my, look what's in my inventory. Okay, yeah, that was a lot of totems of undying. I'm assuming there's still another one down here. This is a really good spell book, though, to just get right off the start. It's a unique. It can go all the way up to the top spells, and it has 10 slots, and then it also increases the Fang Strike, Fang Ward, and Summon Vex. No, those are default. Yeah, those are the ones that are already inscribed onto the book. What? Oh, I've definitely got to take these too. Thankfully, you can break them. So far, I'm pretty pleased with our exploration. I mean, I just gathered one of the items needed for ours. But what are you? Oh. Oh, you're a scary guy. Okay, you're also a scary guy. It seems like I'm doing okay, though. Oh, man. Just with pure strength, I will take you out. They're just using fireworks on me. Don't use lightning on me. That's kind of scary. And is that it? Oh, I love the shield's so cool. Oh, it just drops another trial keep. Oh, but we get all of the ink. Oh, that was kind of nice. Woo. All right. Well, that's out of the way. But notice this is all filled with source stone. I kind of want to break this whole place down. And then it's also filled with the rune planks from the Malum mod. And I have never really done the Malum mod. It's super new to me. So that'll be kind of fun to explore with. But looks like this might be how we get started with Malum. Are these Malum saplings? Potted rune stone saplings from Malum. Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, it looks like we can also buy these saplings, but it does cost a refined soul stone to buy them. Yeah, it might honestly be best to just simply harvest them from this island here. Yeah, like this right here, for example, is one of those saplings that cost like a lot to get your hands on. Can I even get a sapling from it? Oh, yeah, there we go. Perfect. Now we might have to come back to this, but I believe that these exposed runestone logs right here, these are a core part of getting started with Malum. I've seen kind of a little bit of it, but yeah, it's going to take a lot of learning for me. It's a lot of reading too in the book. I mean, a lot of this is just me discovering these islands and going, oh, I'm going to have to come back once I start this mod. Like, I have no idea what some of this stuff is. Is that a bee spawn egg? Oh, it's a kamikaze bee spawn egg. That's funny. I mean, I kind of want to let him out. We should let him out. There you go. Be free, villager. There's just so many random islands. Like, I don't... Simple dungeon? What is this? More of the Kodaks. Like, I want these. Oh, we got these guys nearby. Okay. Oh, I was not expecting you. I mean, I can fix this. There we go. That's fixed. There's some good stuff here, kind of to lure me in, it looks like. Artisan scrolls. That's not that great. And then I will definitely take whatever that was. It looked really powerful. What is... Oh, it's an Ankh shield from Fargo's Talisman. Provides immunity to darkness and poison? Where does this go? The trinket slot? A trinket. What? The Ankh shield is crazy powerful in Terraria, so yeah. So wait, does this mean I now have full poison immunity? Wait, what? I also just noticed these actually have the berries on them, and I kind of want to take you. And then next on the list, this was a place that I went to originally, but was too scared and I got chickened out and I left. Yeah, but I do remember this place being kind of scary because I seen what this spawner was. It's a priest. I don't think that the priest is going to bother me that much. According to you guys, I don't know 100%, but I'm going to try and loot this while I can. Okay. I mean, I'm hoping we could run if need be. Just don't do anything. Just don't hurt me. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, but what about upstairs? Oh, that's a different story. Okay. I might just nope my way right out of that. It was making sure he's not going to hurt me or anything. Okay, it looks like we can take them out. It's not that big. It's not that big of a problem. We're good. Oh, it's Fargo stuff. Okay. That's fantastic. I'll take all the Fargo stuff I can get. Anything good in here? Nothing? Okay, we're just gonna loot and we're gonna scoot, okay? We're gonna loot and get out of here. I mean, looking back around this place though, look at that. There is a full windmill and then there's also a kinetic dynamo in the back. I mean, this is an early source of power. It's just not spinning. And there's a free LV accumulator too. What? It looks like another Malum area. Yes. Ooh, what spawns here? Some of these could be like really, really scary. Oh, it's just a priest. Whew. Okay. I mean, we should be fine. We should be fine. Okay. Yeah. But this guy, not so friendly. Okay. Yeah. Not, he's going to take him out. Oh, yeah. Nope. I'm out. I'm out. That was so much damage. What? Yep. I'm noping out of that. Like we have armor, but like it's not that good. It's we don't have magic resist. Also this. Also, okay, this is another cataclysm summoning area. I'm a little bit concerned about what I might find in this area too, but oof. I think we can actually make lily pads. Oh wait, look. There's more of that, and there's a lily pad of fertility just chilling in here. What? Wait a minute, is this supposed to summon the amethyst crab? I think so. That really looks like the amethyst crab. Oh, and we just found it. This is from Malum as well. This is a very important part of Malum that we're going to have to do, I think, at some point. Ooh, failed to save chunks. That's not good. This is kind of scary. Yeah, this is the Weeping Well. And if I jumped in there, I don't think that I would get anything pleasant out of it. So I'm not gonna, right? Yeah. But I am going to remember this structure on the map so I know how to get back to it. I could mark it on the map, but I don't think that's necessary. So now after seeing some of these structures, it's like you kind of know that you need to just jump down, grab the good loot chest, and then leave, right? And then what did I get from that? Like, we got icebreakers, another Ankh shield. Does this have a use? Okay, it can be used to make a soul of colossal part. There's all kinds of different stuff. Yeah, the abominable energy. This is the stuff we need. And it's like any of these new buildings, we just pop in and we just grab the goods and we just get out. Like that seems like the strategy. Oh my goodness, that looks mega. But this right here, I remember this being a spot we were able to check out. But yeah, there's like Ars stuff in here, and there was diamond. I was wondering, is this real diamond? It's an elevator? Oh, that's cheating. That's so cheating. Wait, what? You're gonna do that to me? Oh, and there's a spell book in here. A mage's spell book, actually. Hold on. What? This is the second tier version already? All right, I'm gonna save this for later. Maybe we can use it in the future. I don't know. It's going in here. Like, what other cool stuff are we gonna find throughout this place? What's the elevator used for? Like, possibly this is, oh, this is dreadful dirt. Ah, that's, you know what? I kind of want to break this, but I'm seeing lava dripping from there. So I feel like, yeah, this is a trap. This is a trap. It's a good one. I like it, but it's definitely a trap. But I mean, this is probably the least of my worries. All of these little things, because that is huge. Like the size of this thing. This is like a mega base in the sky. I mean, is there any like spawners or anything? Like, there's some skulls. Oh, it's Cataclysm. Okay. But man, this is a labyrinth. Holy smokes. Whoa. Undead steed. That's a horse. Another codex entry. Okay. And then Shockwee. Okay. I'll take the dark steel and ruby gems. Interesting. There's a lot of nice stuff in here. We have like sea pickles. There's mushrooms that are planted in here, but not a lot of mobs, which is interesting. Aha. Our first spawner. Okay. Yeah, that is definitely a spawner, but like, I don't find that guy to be that threatening. Ooh, okay. Now I'm starting to hear some stuff. These, however, are normal spawners. I don't know. I mean, they probably just get completely disabled with light like that. What? Nope, never mind. They do not get disabled with light. They still spawn. And it looks like the farther you go down, the crazier it gets. Oh my. Oh, and that looks like a boss room. Oh my goodness. Nope. Nope. Okay. Yep. Don't think I'm 100% ready for mega combat yet. And if that is a boss cataclysm room, is this, I don't even know what boss this would be. I don't know if I've ever fought this cataclysm boss before. This right here is a mega nope at the moment, but man, this would be so cool if you could turn it into a base. Now there is probably so much more to explore, which we'll have to work out in other episodes, but I mean, today we are just about all out of exploring time. This was really sick. There's still more buildings I think I haven't even found yet. I couldn't imagine doing this without the jetpack just because of the speed of the jetpack when you're at full throttle. It's just so fast. Doing this with a happy gas would have taken ages. But I mean, let me know, of course, down in the comments, what is your favorite structure that you found? Like, I would love to hear. I mean, which one is your favorite? And if there's one that I didn't actually see that I need to see, oh, I'm excited to find more of these. Of course, that's mainly because I am an absolute loot goblin. I love to collect everything and store it in my storage and then never touch it again. I don't know why, but that's just how it is sometimes. Now, literally, after just using using the magic to summon in those flares, like I can increase all kinds of stuff. So we have Ars Nouveau power. We can up our mana. I mean, anything that gives us regen is going to be a way to go. This gives us 5 regen, so I'm going straight for the regen, and then we can go more mana. I'm not so interested in the summoning power, but we'll definitely have to do that just to get to that mana regen. That's the good stuff. Something cool that I found is one of my favorite spell books that you can find, and it's the Fireworks Display. It's so good, and it just shoots fireworks up in the sky. It's so satisfying, and also very fun to use in a cave if your friend's in there. Yeah. Now that was only the overworld, and I still feel like there's some structures that we didn't even find, like I said, but we also have the Nether, which I would assume if it's like the other FTB Skies, there's probably islands that we can find there that probably has a lot of good Nether loot. But that's probably gonna have to wait for another episode. Today, I am just all out of time. I tell you what an episode this was, though. I mean, we are strengthed up, but as you've seen, I'm not as strong as I thought I would have been. Yeah, that's besides the point. I hope you did enjoy today's episode, and if you did, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a huge thumbs up. And now, without further ado, it's time to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. And that amazing thanks is going to go out to Mo. Thank you so much for your amazing support and choosing to support me over on the Discord by becoming a Discord premium member and supporting my content in one of the best ways possible, and gaining access to the supporter servers, world downloads, and all kinds of other fun perks on the Discord. Ya boss. Thank you so much. And guys, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.